Good evening, I'm Sue Moore. I'm Chief Philanthropy Officer of Camphill Soltane. We're very excited about tonight's event. It's our first virtual event, and we want to apologize in advance for any glitches that we may experience, but we're just so glad that you could be with us here this evening. Tonight we're going to celebrate all the activities and the talent within the Camphill Soltane organization and our daughter organization, Parsival. We're also going to meet our leadership team tonight. We're also going to look at some of the projects we're doing in the upcoming months, and we just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself this evening and learn all about Camphill Soltane and the great things that we are doing to change the world. Hi, Sue Moore once again. I just wanted to say I have the pleasure to introduce our new CEO, Beth Parole, who has 45 years experience working with individuals with intellectual differences. We are just so thankful to have her as part of our organization, and we want you to hear from her directly this evening. So Beth, take it away.
So, good evening, or good morning, or wherever we are. I'm really happy to have this opportunity to talk and to introduce myself to everyone who knows and loves Soltane, as I do. So I was attracted to Camphill Soltane and the Camphill movement in general in 1994, actually earlier than that, but I met Soltane in 1994. Here was a place where all these wonderful people were coming together and devoting their lives to living with and being with and integrating everything from how we wake up in the morning, what food we eat, how we go through the day, how we celebrate, using the land, using our culture, all these beautiful things to help all of us heal and grow together in community. And so I wanted to be part of that and was involved for a number of years as a clinical support to help folks bridge some of the gaps between what's going on in the culture at large and how we can help people more deeply. Later, I was asked to be a board member, and I've been on the board for a number of years. And then more recently, I've become the board chair, and then as of February, the CEO for Soltane. So when I got a chance to step into the CEO role here, I was very excited. We have a wonderful group in the leadership group, many talented, invested, caring people. We have an exciting board, including some of the people we support. And together, we're working at building a new vision for Soltane. And I want to talk about that for a couple of minutes. In our vision, we want to move towards helping all communities understand how to support people better. We want to help people understand the role of trauma in so many people with challenging behaviors and how we can help them heal using art, using body movement, using food, using progressive therapies, EMDR, neurofeedback, neurotraining. We want to do it in conjunction with the land, with the wonderful animals that we're raising, with the food that we raise, the herb gardens, so many opportunities for people to, in a multi-sensory way, engage in a healing process with other folks. I've been doing most of my work for the last 45 years, statewide and also some work nationally and internationally, focused on people with challenging behaviors. And what I see so often is that people end up having to leave their homes, go to big institutions, in and out of psychiatric hospitals, live lives in chaos because people don't know how to really support them and the supporters aren't supported in supporting them. And so what we want to do with Soltane is to reach our arms out beyond the limits of the Soltane environment and support and teach and help others find ways to help people live where they want to live, in their homes, be able to stay where they are and not be jettisoned away because we don't know how to work with them. Some of the things we want to be doing as well is renewing our campus. We have a special capital project going to fix our old beautiful barn because we have goats and a pig and chickens and potentially some horses in the pike, but we want to make it safe for them and for people to come and work with them. And we want to put a new roof on the farmhouse, which will be our healing center, which has a beautiful big room for yoga and group work, as well as individual rooms for therapies of all sorts. So I appreciate your being here today, tuning in with us, because you're part of the community that will help us make things happen.
Next this evening, we're going to feature Juliana Baker-Cohen making a wonderful mock cocktail at our beautiful Soltane Cafe located in Phoenixville, PA, where we're hoping you'll be able to join us one day.
My name is Juliana Rose Baker-Cohen. I live here in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I work at the cafe, so this is what I'm going to do. Make a ruby meal with ginger beer, non-alcoholic. So we're going to pour this like this. Like that. And now we're going to do a cold brew. Thank you. Ruby meal.
Do you like the way this tastes?
That is amazing. I love it. It is so good. It's so potent. It's so amazing. Our cold brew is the best cold brew in the region. This ginger beer is like amazing. And right now I'm doing a blood orange iced tea with lemon and mint. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the lemon in small. Some sort. That's kind of thin, but I got this. Good. And then we're gonna put it like that. Okay. I'm gonna move this cutting board to get the full effect here. It is blood orange iced tea. Amazing. It tastes like iced tea. And it's non-decaffeinated. Doesn't have any caffeine in it whatsoever. And I'm gonna pour blood orange iced tea. And now I do the mint. All of it.
That's probably
Wait, okay. And now I'm gonna muddle the mint. I love mint. Alright, does that look good?
It's great.
Is that representable? This is a blood orange iced tea made in house.
Help me give a warm welcome this evening to our featured pianist, Kathleen Rowling, who will be playing a wonderful classical piece along with her piano teacher, Elspeth.
I'm Kathleen Rowling. I work at the cafe twice a week. I'm a cashier there. I take orders and make change if necessary. What I like about the cafe job is free coffee each time I work. I sign in and let the barista know their drink orders.
How long have you played piano for?
Since I was about 2.5. I'm playing Mozart's 5 Contradances.
Tonight we want to give you the opportunity to support Camphill Soltane through our silent auction. It is fantastic. We have so many unique products that have been produced and created by some of our very own people with intellectual differences that are supported through Parsifal and Camphill Soltane. So I know you're not going to want to miss out on those items. We also have other auction items that have been donated so generously by the community of Phoenixville and the supporting areas around us, and even our donors and supporters that want to make sure that tonight's a successful event. We beg you to please take a look and to give generously through our silent auction. Thank you. Hi, I have the pleasure of introducing our guest speaker tonight, who is a wonderful young man by the name of Nicholas Sproul. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to let him tell you his story and his life's journey because he does such an amazing job sharing that with us.
The story of my life continues in one event of this year. And I'm going to tell my piece, our piece, to the gala. Anyways, here we go. My first time doing it, so bear with me. Hello, my name is Nicholas Francis Paul, worldwide internationally. My parents met in South Africa. I was born in upstate New York. And came to Camphill in 1994. I started in public school in 1997. I went to between 1 and 3rd grade. Rest of my school I did at Camphill 1. I went back to New York after graduating. I had a long experience of people in characters and appeals to look up to. One of my first experiences at Camphill Soltane was being part of the Olympic baseball team. We also went bowling with Camphill Special Olympics Camphill Village Campus members. I also do after-work programs with Soltane. I started out different parts in plays with Soltane. In the dragon play, I was a sentry. And in the Good Friday play, I was a holy person. I played Christmas. After the dragon play, it was an enormous party. We celebrated 30 years of Camphill Soltane. It was represented in extreme. About a couple of years ago, I started up Lesser Scarborough in the greenhouse at Soltane campus. I'm doing planting, transplanting, harvesting, especially like sweeping. I also pack things, put on stickers on maple syrup, for example. And now I'm an artist into the National Hall of Fame across the world soon. And I've been doing art at Cap over 2 years. I am a very own art expedition I never had before. That's our kitchen. A big opening reception. Got inspired by the local artist Charlie Emlyn, and he came to my event too. Also lots of people came to the reception. It was marvelous and stupendous. Right now, we're working on a big humongous painting of a famous beer garden restaurant. I don't know if I want to sell it or not. Monday afternoons, I want to entwine. I love making buttons and woven materials in different sizes and different colors and entwine. I've learned how to use the register, first time ever. When people come in, I can sell things sometime. I like meeting people from faraway countries in different tongues, different foods, and many more. I like meeting people from far overseas and overland. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the virtual gala.
We wanted to give you another opportunity to support us this evening financially, and that's through a cash ask, where we basically ask supporters and donors to donate money that we need for a project that is outside the scope of our budget. So this evening, we're asking for money for our historic barn that is right here on our 52-acre campus in Glenmore. It was built in the 1700s, and it's beautiful, but unfortunately, it needs some major renovations, including a new roof. We have to shore up the structure. We want to put in new floors, but this is all because this is where so many of the activities take place in our community through our horticulture program and our animal husbandry program. Estimates are over $200,000 at this point in order to make the barn safe for the animals and the people. But we know that with your support that we can reach our goal. So please give generously this evening, and we thank you in advance for your contributions and your support to our beautiful community and our very important mission.
Hi, my name's Kate Clother. I am Soltane's Director of Storytelling and Communications. It's my pleasure to introduce you to my friend, Kate Keatsman-Nicklin, a Parsifal resident and a professional weaver at Entwine, Soltane's textile design enterprise. She's going to share a bit with you about her weaving and how she makes her scarves. Kate has donated a beautiful scarf to our silent auction down below, so be sure to check that out when you're placing your bids. Take it away, Kate.
I go to art class with Kim at Cal. I volunteered job upstairs or weaving heavily. It's on Entwine Cap. Both the same name in the same store. I love that space. Yeah, I'm so happy. I made a jacket, Bonero. From that, I made a bag, shoulder bag. I made this room, and baseball in the movie, The Hobbit, must be a Lord of the Rings. Background colors, these are Misty Mountain colors. And more than a scarf. I make other ones like details. My favorite is The Hobbit movie. I'm crazy about that. There's a very guy in there, and they're so cute. So, and good hands and good fingers, so work. Switch my feet. There we go, and the pattern's different in basket weave. I really love my work and I love my scarves. Don't want to hurt it. And I always switch my feet. An extra string right here and how to put it. And extra more yarn out a bit more. So it's my third scarf now. It's my last scarf. And I'm a very good gripper, and I'm a bidder. So keep going. Toss around. Keep going. And then my friends. So okay, and I go out. More time and my friends, my girlfriends. I'm going out in person, my own way, and my own turf, and it's great. And it's so happy to see other friends, like old friends I know years sometime. I love Kathleen to be here. I make her laugh, but that's a good thing. And give her make her laugh. own way, I give her like more joy on her face, and then enjoy like more happy face. I don't make her day, you know, like keep her laughing more. Straight up master weaver. You go.
Tonight, I'd like to introduce a very special guest of ours. It's the Ambrose family. Their son, Joey, has been in the Camphill organizations for many years. He's now a resident of Parsival in Phoenixville. Give me a warm welcome for Greg and Annie Ambrose this evening.
Hello, my name is Greg Ambrose. I serve on the board for Soltane. I also serve on the board Parsival as well. And I'm dad of Joey.
And I'm Annie Ambrose. I'm Joey's mom.
Joey's very outgoing, very busy, loves to be out and about, we say, and enjoys being out in the community and doing new things, exploring new things, going new places. He's very motivated to be moving all the time. He doesn't like to sit still, but he certainly enjoys a lot of activities being integrated in the community, things like the YMCA, and he goes for weekly massages. Joey is very creative, and he loves to draw, and he is obsessed with fish and underwater and aquariums. Really enjoys the arts, so a lot of the art studio at the CAP program, as well as pottery. Both of those are some of his favorites. But seeing him being independent and helping to drive his own day and be independent is really exciting to see.
Joey started at Beaver Run, Camphill. I think he was a little over 12 years old. And for the first year, he was back and forth. He was a residential student for his high school years. Quite a transition for him, but he excelled and he loved it.
Yeah, and after spending time at Beaver Run, he transitioned and graduated and came to the Soltane campus for a couple of years before moving out to Phoenixville with Parsival, which is where he's been for almost the past 5 years now. I like to think that Camphill chose us, seeing that we live literally walking distance from the campus. So as Joey was growing up and we were looking for places and schools for him to fit into, it was rather miraculous that we found Camphill in our back door. But I think what's helping him so much and is inspiring for us is how he is being developed from the inside out, and that Camphill is allowing him to be the person that he wants to be, as opposed to forcing him into a mold of being something that people think he should be. What we're excited about for Joey is to see him live a life of his own choosing, right? And to have him drive and make decisions about what he wants to do, how he wants to live his life, seeing him create new friends and new acquaintances, and being out in the community and be part of the world around him, as opposed to being home all the time. So seeing him become increasingly more independent is really what I look forward to the most.
I'm excited to introduce you tonight to members of our leadership team in this next video. We'll be sharing about our roles and what we're most excited about at Soltane. Enjoy!
My name is Sabine Otto, and I am the Director of Wellbeing and Hospitality for Soltane. It always makes me smile to have that title because it really expresses some of the heart warmth. We want to radiate more of it to more people in more directions. My role has to do with beautifying and caring for spaces, making them look good and feel good and be good. It's my job to make sure the buildings are okay in terms of maintenance, but also to make sure that when we host things that a space looks as welcoming and warm and inviting as possible.
My name is Lauren Prince. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Camphill Soltane. I oversee the operations of Soltane, from the budgets to insurance to HR. Part of my role is supporting the ideas that form within the leadership team. This could be helping flesh out the beginning stages of a project or determining the logistics of a shifting initiative. My favorite part of my job, though, is when I'm called with a question about textiles or maybe giving a hand shearing a goat. I especially love joining a celebration and spending time with our amazing community.
My name is Krista Canaster. I'm the Enterprise Operations Director for Camphill Soltane. I oversee operations at our social enterprises in Phoenixville, which includes Community Arts Phoenixville, Soltane Cafe, and Entwine Textiles Design. I love so many things about Soltane. The people that I get to interact with every day, the people that I work with, the larger Phoenixville community, the larger Camphill community. I mean, the community in general is the #1 draw. But I also love working with different artists that want to learn different things. The eagerness to learn is infectious, and it is the best part of my day.
My name's Kate, and I'm Soltane's Director of Storytelling and Communications. I manage all aspects of Soltane's online presence, which includes our websites, social media, and e-newsletters, as well as Soltane's print marketing, such as our annual reports, print newsletters, and brochures. I'm also our photographer and videographer.
My name is Sue Moore, and I'm Chief Philanthropy Officer at Camphill Soltane. When I first came here, I did not come here as an event organizer, but ironically enough, I just kind of stumbled into that role, and that is one of the many things that I get to do as Chief Philanthropy Officer. Another thing that I really love about my job is the deep relationships that I have developed with our donors and supporters over the years. I know them as husband and wife, I know them as parent, I know them as grandparent, I know when their birthdays are, anniversaries. They really are part of my family, and more importantly, the Camphill Soltane family.
My name's Alyssa Scarborough. I work as the Land Planning and Protection Director here at Soltane. That basically means I oversee all the land work that happens, so between our orchard, our gardens, our greenhouse, and here at the barn. And then distributing our resources to different enterprises, so what we do with all of the products that arise from the earth.
We have exciting businesses in Phoenixville. I really like the business model that we're developing in relation to really do the work together with. And here on campus, we are going to develop a healing center, and I'm super excited that Nantmel Farm will be our healing center, our physical healing center, as we want to really develop all of campus to continue to be something that people come to find rejuvenation, renewal, peace, tranquility, and yet enough stimulation and inspiration to whatever it is they came for, to take the next step in their lives. And I'm excited to be a part of that phase of development.
What excites me right now about Soltane is coming out of COVID and the pandemic. We've really had a chance now to redefine ourselves and reinvent our enterprises, our focus. The cafe reopened in April, and that's amazingly exciting, and it's been doing really well. I'm super excited about the future as well. I'm excited about the education and culture and healing arm of Soltane that Beth brings to the organization. I'm excited to shift our focus from teaching to teaching with and learning with. I think the more people we can get involved in our community, the better Soltane will be and the better and more enriched lives we can help people lead.
I'm really excited for Soltane's continued growth and reach into Phoenixville and the larger community through our healing aspects that we're looking to include, making more connections with other nonprofits in Phoenixville, working with Orion Communities and Anne's Heart here in Phoenixville, just bringing warmth, the Camphill Soltane warmth to the surrounding area.
I've been so blessed to get to know the people we support personally through my many years as a direct supporter, and now I'm excited to help you get to know them through my communications work. My favorite thing about my job is to support and empower people with intellectual differences to tell their own stories with their own words. We work one-on-one and I help them to create their own narratives in both print and digital media, which truly allows their stories to shine.
I think what sets Soltane apart is the true love and commitment that we all have for the individuals with intellectual differences. There's a nurturing component underneath everything that we do. And I just love the fact that we are equipping these individuals to really live the lives of their own choosing.
What excites me about Soltane is seeing others being so excited. On a more physical sense, what I'm really excited about are the projects we're working on in the greenhouse. So reimagining the use of that space, expanding the memorial garden, making it an interactive, healing, a place that people want to be. I find that very exciting. And kind of digging into the history and the roots of the barn and learning the best way to use the space in the barn as well. I just think it's such a cool building, and Soltane is so lucky to have something like this. And then the overall picture of Soltane, every day seems to develop something new, and it's quite a beautiful time to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a delight to know you're out there and be able to show you the things we're working on now. I'm very open and excited to hear from you personally, individually. You can email me at the address below. It'd be great to set up Zoom calls, in-person calls. I'd like to hear any questions you have, any of your ideas as we move forward. And thank you so much for all the support you're giving us at Soltane. I hear there's still opportunities to continue bidding if you'd like to, and we're very grateful for your accompanying us in any way you can. Thank you and good night.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks. We want to thank you for coming out and participating, but you still have an opportunity to give and to bid. We hope that you'll just continue to check out the silent auction on our virtual event site. You can hit the donate button on there as well. Don't forget about our cash ask to restore our historic barn. And also, if you want to learn more about our organization, you can go to our website at camphillsoltane.org. And most importantly, enjoy yourself, and thank you so much for coming out this evening and making tonight such a wonderful success in advance. Good night.